Alright, good afternoon everybody. Now I want to look at another aspect of population, which is classification of population. Classification of population. Now there are different classification of population. We have the sex classification, we have the geographical classification, we have the occupational classification, and we have the age classification. Now when you talk about sex classification, as the name implies, sex is the classification of population according to their genders, and the genders include the male and the female population. So that act of classifying population based on their genders is sex classification. That's all. The next one is geographical classification. What is geographical classification? Geographical classification can simply be defined as a classification of population from one place to another as a result of moving from one place to another, or the classification of population in different area or locality. For example, we have the middle belt, we have the north, we have the south, we have the east, we have the west. That is classification of population. So the art of classifying population based on their location. The next is occupational classification. The art of classifying population based on what you do for a living is known as occupational classification. And age classification is the art of classifying population according to their ages, which means the dependent and the independent population. Who are the dependents? The dependents are those that are not yet engaged in any form of economic or productive activities, and their ages lies between 0 to 17 in some countries like my country, Nigeria. And so there are some other countries that they don't work until they are 18, like my country. There are other countries that their own is 16, but based on the one I am aware, so 0 to 17, then independent, okay, or the age ones, which is 60 and above. The independent population includes those within the age of what? 18 to 59. Now without wasting time, let's simply define what is dependent population. Now the word independent means that you are not engaged in any form of economic or productive activity, you are dependent. So dependent population are those who are not engaged in any form of economic or productive activity. So they are highly dependent on the working population. And that's why they are between 0 to 17 and 16 and above. Then the independent population, otherwise known as the working population, are those who are up to the age of working but are not working, and also those who are also engaged in economic and productive activities. So there are two definitions that is there. You want to work with a store work, you've gotten the qualification, you are willing to work with a store work, and you also engage in economic activity. Every one of them are referred to as the independent, or you can call it the working population. It goes down to the next one, which is what we call dependency ratio. Dependency ratio. What is dependency ratio? It's just the ratio. This is the ratio of dependent and independent population. The ratio of dependent and independent population is also referred to as well dependency ratio. Now, if you are given a question, for example, I am told to find the dependency ratio. Find the dependency ratio. And this is the question here. 0 to 17, 18 to 34, 35 to 59. 60 and above. Let's call this guy 10,000, 50,000, 70,000, 100,000. They are told to get the word dependency ratio. What do you do? The formula for dependency ratio is what? Dependent ratio independent. Dependent ratio independent. Who are the dependents? That is dependent That's 0 to 17. That's 50,000. And let's put age here. Age and number. 60 and above. 60,000. Some of them you have 110,000. Now independent. Independent you have 18 to 34. That's 50,000. And 35 to 59. That's 70,000. That's 120,000. Now what should that be the dependency ratio? Dependency ratio will be dependent ratio independent. What is dependent from the question? We have dependent as well as 110,000 ratio 120,000. I can decide to outrightly cancel this there. So what do I have? 11 ratio 12. So that's the dependency ratio, 11 ratio 12. Now without wasting further time, we look at the next line of action, which talks about concept of occupation or population. The concept of population. We have underpopulation, we have optimal population, and we have overpopulation. We have underpopulation, optimal population, and we have overpopulation. Let's start with the underpopulation. What is a population? When you say population is underpopulated, what do you mean by that? A population is overpopulated when you realize there are some concepts that you must put into your understanding. There are some things, there are some definitions that you must note. Definitions such as your resources, your available resources. It's important for you to look at a population that is underpopulated. Like we have China. China is having about 1 billion, over 1 billion people. The same thing with India, they are having over 1 billion people. But still, they are not referred to as overpopulated country. Why? Because their resources is still in tune with the numbers of people. So underpopulation is the population which when combined with the available level of technology will yield a minimum output of productivity per man. So I can also put it in another perspective as what a population that is not up to optimal population. Any population that is not up to optimal population, it means it is underpopulated. And when such a population, which when combined with the available resources and the given level of technology, is said to be what? The productivity is said to be minimized. Such a population is known or referred to as what? Underpopulation. So the population is a population that is not up to optimum. And when you combine it with the available resources and the given level of technology, the productivity per man will be what? Minimized. That is underpopulation. Then the next one, which is optimal population. What is optimal population? Optimal population is a population that is not too large and is not too small. But when you combine it with the available resources and the given level of technology, the productivity per man will be maximized. Now, when you check the diagram here of what we are trying to define, you refer this one as what? Underpopulation, and this one as what? Overpopulation, and this one as what? Optimal population. Okay? Now, this is optimal population, overpopulation, and underpopulation. You can see that from the diagram here, the underpopulation is less. Optimal is the only one that has maximum. These ones are having minimum. So that's why when we're defining both, or the three of them, you should be categorical about your definition. Underpopulation, like I rightly said earlier, is a population that is not up to your optimal population. But when you combine it with the available resources and the given level of technology, the productivity per man will be minimized. While the other one, which is optimal population, is a population that is not too large and not too small. But when you combine it with the available resources and the given level of technology, please, the key word is resources and technology, very, very important. When you combine it and the productivity per man is maximized, you refer to that as what? A population that is what? Optimal. Then the next one, which is what? Overpopulation, is a population that is above optimal. When we're defining optimal underpopulation, we say that underpopulation is a population that is below optimal. Underpopulation is above optimal. And when you combine it with the available resources and the given level of technology per man, it will yield a low income low productivity per man. So it will lead to a minimum output of productivity per man. So the one that gives us a maximum output of productivity per man is what? Optimum population. Alright. Very clear. Now, without wasting further time, we'll now look at what we call increasing population. Increasing population. That you can check out under population structure. Under that we have what we call a increasing population. And B, decreasing population. Now when you say increasing population, what do you refer to as an increasing population? A population is said to be increasing when you have more of young people than old people. Such a population where there is a greater number of young people than old people is not referred to as what? An increasing population. Any population where there are more of young people than old people is said to be what? An increasing population. But on the contrary, which is a decreasing population, is a population where you have more of old people than young people. A population where you have more of old people than young people. Now, there are some countries, or there are some countries that is presently going through decreasing population. A country like China. China had, there was a time that the population was alarming. So they had to control their population by ensuring that a person doesn't give birth to more than a child. So as a result of that, they tried to control their birth rates. And I think it was about of recent they decided to increase it to children. So any population when you have more of old people than young people is not referred to as what? A decreasing population. And as a result of that, they all have their effects. Increasing population has their effect, and decreasing population also they all have their effect. In some of our write-up, we look at it and say effect of increasing population, or you can equally say effect of decreasing population. And let me start with the effects that can be associated to an increasing population. We have things like what? We have a population where you have a lot of young people and there's no commensurate increase in productivity or employment opportunity. You have increase in crime rates because the young people are so energetic, and if you don't give them something to do, there will be an increase in crime rate. So one of the effects of it is that there will be increase in crime rate. Number two, one of the problems about increasing population, again, of course, when you talk about effects, you're looking at the positive effects and you're also looking at the negative effects. So I'm putting the both of them together. You realize there are more people to work in the factory, there are more people, there are some opportunities of people to get themselves involved in economic activity. So that's another one. There are some countries that are looking for people to come and work them because of their low number of labor. So in this case, now when you have increasing population, such a problem will not be a problem. So you also have one of the advantages or one of the effects of increasing population is that you have a vibrant economy, because you notice that the mindset of the young stars are willing to be diversified into or challenge into different things. And that you realize that people will be willing to come there because there's diversity and it's not stereotype. So there's always a least to economic growth and and development. And as a result of the economic growth and development, you also realize that it will lead or increase the GDP of the country, the gross domestic product of the country. Because if there are more economic activities that are going on, you observe or realize that the gross domestic product of that country is also increasing. And of course, I know you know that the gross domestic product is important for any country to survive. Because when you have a low GDP, you observe or realize that it affects the revenue of the country, and that will not going to be good well for such kind of a country. Then the next one is what we call a decreasing population. And a decreasing population is a population where you have a greater number of old people than young people. When you have more of old people than young people, you refer to that as a decreasing population. Now, such kind of population is otherwise known as a declining population. You can also call it a static population. A population where that is static, that is declining, that is decreasing, is what where you have more of old people than young people. Of course, it has the effect. What are those effects? You realize that you have more of old people than young people. Of course, if there are more of old people than young people, you realize that more of old people things should be bought and sold. You have more walking stick, more train stick. You have more of sun shades because the eyes will be weak and you need to be rectified with the sun shades. You also have more of old people's property that will be purchased. And nevertheless, you also have more mortuaries. You have more coffins that will be produced. It doesn't sound nice to hear, but that's what happens. And everybody is expected to die one day, but you observe that there will be coffin for those countries that don't criminate and they have to bury their loved ones. So that is the effect of increasing, or I also look at the effect of what decreasing population. Alright, so far we have looked at the classification of population, and so far we have also looked at increasing, decreasing, and the other aspect, which is what? Increasing population, decreasing population. And I know you can do justice to it whenever you see it or whenever you hear about it. And let me just give us a question based on the mathematical aspect we did earlier on dependency ratio. If you are given a question like this, 0 to 17. Now let's call this one male, female, and total. Let's call this guy 1,000. Let's call this 3,000. Let's call this guy X. I can decide to call this A, B, C, D, and E. Now let's call this guy 4,000. I will call this 7,000. We call this 8,000. I will call this 17,000. We call this 14,000. I will call this 30,000. We call this 6,000. I will call this 8,000. I am told to A, find the value of A, B, C, D, E. B, what is the total population? C, what is the difference between population, between the male and female population 18 and above? And D, what is the dependency ratio? What is the dependency? Now, without wasting time, we'll just do justice to it. Now, to get the value of what A, B, Of course, our A solution, A will be what? 3,000, 1,000, you just add up 1,000 plus 3,000, and that will give us 4,000. And B will be what? You subtract 7,000 minus 4,000, and that will give us 3,000. Then C, you subtract as well 7,000 minus 8,000, and that will give us what? 17,000 minus 8, that's 9,000. Then D will be what? You subtract 30,000 minus 14,000, that was 16,000. Then E will be what? 6,000 plus 8,000, and that will give us 14,000. Alright? Now the next line of action is, what is the total population? What is the total population? You can get, sorry. Our total population comprises of this, and this. To get the total population. We already have the value for A, so the total population, we have A as all. We have this place as 4,000 plus 7,000 plus 17,000 plus 30,000 plus 14,000. When we add up, what do we have there? This should give us 11,000. Then 11 plus 17, okay, 11,000 plus this should give us 47,000. 47,000 plus 11,000 plus 14,000. So that will give us 0, 0, 0, 12. 72,000. So that will give the total population is what? 72,000. Total population is 72,000. So I can fill this one by putting 4,000 here. I can also fill this one by putting B, which is 7,000. Sorry. So this is 3,000. Then 9,000. Then T, 16. Then 14. Now the difference between the male and female population 18 and above. Male and female population 18 and above. Now let's get the male population, male 18 and above. Where is the male? That's 9,000 plus 14,000 plus 6,000. 9,000 plus 14,000 plus 6,000. All down gives what? When you get the 14 plus 6 obviously is 20, you have 29,000. So this guy is 29,000. Then the female is what? 8 plus 16 plus 8. You have 8,000 plus 16,000 plus 8,000. What do you have there? That's 16 plus 16, that's 32,000. Now the question says, what is the difference between the male and female population 18 and above? So when you say the difference now will be what? 32 minus 29. 32,000 minus 29,000. That will give us that's 3,000. Now, lastly, is what is the dependency ratio? Now, dependency ratio. That's question of, let's say, D. Dependency ratio. What is dependent there? Dependent is what? Zero to 10, 11 to 17, and 60 and above. Now the 0 to 10 is how many? 4,000. 11 to 17 is 7,000, and 60 and above is 14,000. If all is summed together, you have 14 plus 4, which is 18, plus 7, which is 25. So that's 25,000. Then independent, what are the independent population? You have 18 to 35, which is which other one? 36 to 59. 18 to 35, 36 to 17,000, and we also have 30,000. So that will give us for 747,000. Now we can now get the dependency ratio. So what is the dependency ratio? So I can come over to write my dependency ratio as what? Dependent ratio independent. I hope you have forgotten that formula. What is dependent there? That will be 25,000 ratio 47,000. 25,000 ratio 47,000. That will give us 25 ratio 47. Thank you.